Hey everybody, this is section 3.4. We are learning to construct angle bisectors. We previously defined an angle bisector in the first unit. An angle bisector splits an angle into two congruent angles, and it is a ray. So today we're going to learn how to construct them. But before we do that, let's state the angle bisector conjecture. This conjecture states that if a point is on the bisector of an angle, then it is equidistant from the sides of the angle. So let me actually draw you a little diagram here. So I'm going to start with an angle there, and let's just sketch in the angle bisector. And if I were labeling this, I would say that that angle is congruent to that angle. That makes that dotted line, dotted ray, the angle bisector. And what the angle bisector conjecture states is that if I have a point that's on the angle bisector, then it is equidistant to the sides of the angle. Now, we talked in class that the distance from a point to a line is always measured along a perpendicular. So there's the perpendicular distance from the point to the bottom side of the angle, and there's the perpendicular distance from that point to the top side of the angle. And so what the angle bisector conjecture is stating is that these two distances are the same, so those segments would be congruent. All right, now we're ready to construct an angle bisector. So I've actually listed 3 steps up above that I'm going to go through to find or construct the angle bisector. So let's start again with an angle. So angle, or ray for one side and a ray for the other side. And take my compass, and the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put my compass on the vertex. Let me move this so that it connects there nicely. All right, put my compass on the vertex of the angle, and I'm going to extend my compass out as far as I need to, or as far as I really want to. Trying to turn that blue. Oh well, we'll just work with black. And I'm going to strike an arc. So I'm going to go through both rays of the angle. Then what I'm going to do is take my compass, and from each intersection point of the arc and the angle, so there I'm putting my compass on the intersection point of that arc and that side of the angle, and I'm going to strike an arc out here. Oh, there we go. Boy, let's undo that, and let's do it again. Strike an arc out here inside the angle. Then I'm going to take my compass to the other intersection point of the arc and the other side of the angle, and I'm going to strike a second arc. Now, wherever those arcs intersect one another is the point that I'm going to draw my angle bisector through. So I start from my vertex with my straight edge, and I draw that angle bisector right through the intersection of those arcs. And there's the angle bisector. If you need to, rewind the video, watch this construction again. I would write down the 3 steps for constructing an angle bisector in my notes so that you can refer back to them.